I'm Jess Daniel, and I'm the founder and coordinator of FoodLab Detroit. So FoodLab is a network of triple bottom line businesses, and we're all about the possibility of creating a good food ecosystem here in Detroit. And we're part of a much larger movement that has a long history here in the city of people who are interested in providing fresh, healthy, fairly produced food here in the city of Detroit for all of the residents. The food movement is important for so many reasons. I mean, there's basic human needs, right? We all need to eat. But food is so much more than that. It's, once we've met people's basic needs, once we have healthy food in neighborhoods, there's also so many other things that food can do. It can bring people together. It can help people share their culture. Food is a way to, especially growing food, making food, doing things with your hands. It's a way for people to create things. It's a way for people to kind of be involved in and take control of their own destiny, and particularly with FoodLab, because we work specifically with food businesses. So people and triple bottom line food businesses. So these businesses are interested not just in the single bottom line, which is financial profit, but also in creating social value. So employing youth in neighborhoods, doing things like we were talking about, healthy food access, making sure that companies are democratically run so that workers are treated fairly, all of these sorts of social goals, providing a space in a neighborhood like Avalon Bakery has done, or Cafe con Leche, or numerous other restaurants and community spaces. All of that happens around food. So food can be transformative in lots of different ways, and there are amazing organizations that have been working in the city in urban agriculture and food justice for many years and laying the groundwork and continuing to work with community members. And I think the piece that FoodLab brings is that there's so much to be said for what individuals are doing, right? There's so much to be said for what families can do in their backyards, what people can do together in community gardens. But then there's also business, right? There's also distribution businesses. How are we getting food from growers, whether they're in the city or whether they're just outside the city, into to farm stands or to small-scale corner stores or to supermarkets. So those are all business mechanisms, and sometimes, especially in the food activist community, when we hear the word business, we get kind of freaked out, like, oh my God, business is kind of what messed us up in the first place in some cases, right? Not in every case. But how do we reimagine what business can be, what business is about, so that the main priority of business is really people. The main priority of business is really the well-being of communities, and financial profit or money is really just energy to fuel that well-being. And so, that's really what FoodLab is all about, is creating that culture where food businesses, can be about more than just profit and more than just, any kind of food. I see that different organizations and groups are really willing to work together as a system and collaborate with one another, and that makes everybody stronger. And so, we have Eastern Market right over here, we're going to walk through later, and they're really focused on providing both the wholesale market, where farmers from the region right outside here can be selling to restaurants, grocery stores, but they're not only providing this market space, they're doing so much behind the scenes programming. So they're helping with Double Up Food Bucks, which is a program that basically doubles SNAP dollars or food stamps during certain summer months, so that and with the double money, you can basically buy Michigan grown produce. So at the same time, you're supporting people to eat more fruits and vegetables, and you're supporting Michigan growers. So people are really starting to think in systems, and they're creating the vehicles, the new types of organizations that will help facilitate more democratic voice and more community participation. So for instance, the Detroit Food Policy Council is made up of actors from all around the food system in Detroit. So Eastern Market is a part of it, the Greening of Detroit, Restaurant Opportunity Center of Michigan, which fights for restaurant workers' rights. All of these different players are at the table and thinking together about how we can create a stronger food system for the city.